Since she was a child, this girl has been wrapped in spider webs. It was all because she possessed a miraculous power to heal any wound. She could even use this ability on monsters. From the moment she was old enough to understand, she was locked in the basement every single day. Her father carefully tended to her, all so she could be used to heal her mother. For the longest time, her entire world consisted only of the books her father brought her and her mother, who was always unconscious. Then one day, she accidentally discovered she had an older brother. From that day on, she began to hope every day that her brother would return to save her and their mother. But he never came. He had left because, long ago, he had accidentally discovered their mother being tormented by a monster. Unable to handle the horrifying sight, he chose to run away from home. Eventually, he joined a detective agency, and only then did he find the courage to face his past. He decided to return, seeking clues about his mother. Soon after arriving in his hometown, he ran into his uncle. When he learned that his mother had already passed away, the boy was devastated and ran off. By chance, he stumbled upon a place where he played as a child. Looking at the familiar spot, a flood of memories rushed back. Following these memories, he ran, until he finally reached the house where his mother used to work. There, he finally remembered those unbearable scenes from his childhood. Gathering all his courage, he pushed the door open. Inside, he only found tools left over from some old experiment. In an instant, it was as if he could see the suffering his mother had endured. The truth was, before he was even born, his real father had fallen from a cliff in an accident. Anna, having lost her husband, was left with no one to rely on. With no other options, she went to her husband's brother, hoping to find shelter for herself and her unborn child. But this shelter came with a terrible price. The uncle agreed to let them stay, but only if Anna submitted to all of his experiments. And so they stayed. Anna was forced to interact with all sorts of monsters every day. She was even forced to give birth to countless monstrous children. This was the truth the boy had witnessed as a child. Hearing his uncle confess to all of this, the boy immediately strung him up. He wanted to force the man to reveal his mother's whereabouts. But at that critical moment, a mutated insect suddenly appeared. When the boy looked around, he found himself surrounded by all kinds of monsters. Strangely, they all had the same spider-like eyes. The boy realized these were likely the failed experiments his uncle had cultivated. His own half-siblings, sharing the same mother. He completely broke down and lost all will to fight. He asked his friend to help him get revenge for his mother. Just then, a strange girl appeared. She led the group to a spring. She then told them that Anna had been sleeping deep beneath the water. It turned out the uncle's experiment had finally succeeded. The girl had used her own spider silk to save Anna. After successfully rescuing Anna, the boy finally let go of the resentment in his heart. He began to stand guard over Anna alongside the girl. A few days later, when their mother woke up, she told the boy the girl's true identity. Overwhelmed with emotion, the two of them rushed into their mother's arms, finally feeling the joy of a family reunited.